Part 33 is a go. That's right, here we are for Mario Kart 8 Online Races, Part 33. And we're here in the same session that we were at the end of the previous video. We haven't quite left yet. Deck is still there, on the left side in the purple shirt. And, well, if it's any indication, you know, we're gonna have another one of those live deck cams, because another unfortunate mishap is abound in the next race, which was, gee, I wonder what it could possibly, oh no, actually, oh, it's half and half between N64 Rainbow Road, and then the one Twisted Mansion, and, Twisted, N64 Rainbow Road and Tick Tock Clock, and, yeah, looks like we're going to the DS Tick Tock Clock, as I take a question, because why not? Hey, you know, anytime's a good time for questions. Lex Pro asks, Anthony, what does your gamepad smell like? It probably smells like sorrow and defeat, I guess. And you know what? Let me just get up and go over here and check. Oh, let's see. Here's the old gamepad. All right, we're gonna get a live update on this. All right. Smells like plastic. I guess that's what the smell of defeat and sorrow is. Plastic. Alright. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, I could go for that more often, I guess. You know? No, you know, I probably shouldn't. I don't want to get addicted to it or anything. That would be troubling. Alright. Playing with Woody has a gamepad snorting addiction. News at 11. Here we are, DS Tick Tock Clock, and yeah, I'm taking the early first. Oh yeah, that's right. Dak always plays as Ludwig. I like how with most of the people that I play with, everybody just seems to have like their own. Oh yeah, I remember going for that. Yeah, I remember mentioning that before the beginning of the race. I said, oh yeah, did you know that there's an item block in the middle of that first clock, where you know the big circular area is? And Deck did not notice that. I said I only noticed it because when I was doing the Mario Kart 8 Retro Tracks retrospective, I saw that in the, you know, the race intro. The course intro, whatever it's called. And, but yeah, most people have a, you know, a trait or like a signature character, you know, like mine is Middle Mario, Deck always plays as Ludwig, Seven Disaster usually plays as the Black Yoshi, and, I don't know, like, just the top of my head, I guess like Neko, you know, Julia, she plays as Cat Peach, big surprise. Anyway, live deck came here, and I threw this green shell forward randomly, and it bounced around in the circular area, and somehow it hit Dak. You know, again, I don't know how these things happen, but needless to say, he wasn't very happy about it. Yeah, it was, again, it was an unfortunate mishap, as I said in the very beginning of this video. Oh, well. Them's the breaks, right, Dak? Breaks. Like, you know, getting hit by a green shell, you know, it breaks. Ha! Funny humor. Funny humor in this video. Only the funniest. Anyway, so, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the previous video, I don't know why I keep tweeting my horn there, the beginning of the previous video, I was at like 5700 VR or something, and then all of a sudden, like halfway through the video, I jumped up to like 6600. Yeah, I've been playing the game quite a bit with Deck, actually. I don't know, Deck, like I said, he, in part 30, you know, he had to buy the DLC pack, so he got back into the game. And, you know, it's just, hey, we played together, and then we played a lot. And then, all of a sudden, now I'm at 6,671 points. So, yeah. It's a thing that happens. Anyway, oh, yay! Cloudtop Cruise. Sweet. Oh, yeah, something weird actually happens in this race. I'll point it out when it actually does happen, but it's nothing that warrants a live deck cam. Unfortunately, we don't have any more of those. That's just the 3. Anyway, so let's see, another question. Trip and Drago asks, Anthony, what do you think, or do you think that with the new Shovel Knight amiibo, Nintendo will be willing to be more open with third-party characters as amiibos, or even in their own games? Honestly, why not? You know, I mean, if it's where the dollars are at, then I can only imagine that Nintendo would be on board for that. I don't see a problem with making third-party characters as amiibos. You know, if it, like I said, if that's where the dollar signs are, if it sells well, then I'm certain that they will collaborate with more third-party developers and make some more third-party amiibos. But yeah, you know, I don't see anything wrong with it. I personally would not be offended by it. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I remember when that happened. I was just like, oh god, I'm falling off the stage, and then, I don't know, there was just an invisible wall there. What am I doing? I'm driving very poorly here. But yeah, no, I wouldn't be personally offended by it or anything. I think it'd be pretty nice, actually. You know, it's just, I really want Nintendo to have more collaboration. You know, if anybody remembers back in the, like, early to late 90s, Nintendo had huge, oh my, second and third party support, you know, from different developers. Oh no! Oh yeah, I remember that. I was holding the green shell and then Deck was coming up and it was just like, oh god, is this gonna be the millionth time that Deck runs into my held item? Because he has a tendency to do that. Not on purpose or anything, it just, again, it's just a thing that happens. Anyway, but yeah, early to mid-late 90s, Nintendo had a lot of second and third party support, particularly with Rare, you know, and they had, you know, the whole Donkey Kong Country series, and then, you know, all those other really good Rare games that came out during that time period. And, oh, by the way, okay, so here's where the weird thing happens. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, so Deck got hit on my screen, but he actually didn't. So on the mini-map, I know it happened very quickly. You might have to rewind there for a sec. But on the mini-map, he wasn't actually moving from the glider part at the end of the, you know, the thundercloud portion of the track. But on my screen, I could very clearly see him racing in front of me. So the mini-map had a very interesting derp. I remember pointing that out to Deck, you know, because he was involved there. So, you know, I figured he'd be interested. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, Nintendo had a lot of third and second party support, you know, developers and stuff for their games. And, you know, it just feels like there's not so many now. It's just, you know, when the Wii came out, it's just like a lot of people just didn't feel like they were getting it, or, you know, like the developers didn't feel like they could make good games on it with the Wii remote and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, you know what, we're just gonna go to the Xbox 360 or, you know, the PS3 or whatever. So, yeah, it was kind of troubling. And it kind of still is for them. But, you know, I feel like Nintendo, if you know, they're, you know, the same Nintendo that they've always been, they will make up for it, and they will get back up to scratch as they were in the good old days. Anyway, and I just got like a flashback to the Nintendo-Sega rivalry. That was pretty awesome. Anyway, okay, so here we are at Mount Wario. I particularly like this track, you know, and so does everybody else in the entire world, but hey, just thought I'd mention that. So, why not? We'll take another question. Underscore Wolf Warrior underscore asks, what weapons would you use in a zombie outbreak? You know, I was thinking about this one actually, and I figured, you know what? If you're gonna go with a zombie outbreak, you know, you gotta go with, you know, the classics. You know, with zombies, zombies apparently you're just supposed to blow their heads off. So, you know, just go with a good old shotgun. Why not? You know? Alright, so here we go. Mount Wario, like I said. I really, you know, there's so much awesome about this track. There's so much awesome to be had. That blooper wasn't very awesome, though. That was a pretty bad one. Anyway. Or, well, I should say a good one for me, but, yeah, pretty bad for the person that actually threw it. Got myself a decent lead here, and I'm liking this. Liking this a lot. I always have a problem... Oh, okay, well, okay, I guess I didn't have, like, a huge problem with that. Just, like, that portion of the track always screws me up, just somehow. Either the logs on the ground or the trees afterward just, mess me up pretty badly. It's just the logs as ramps are really weird. They have a tendency to throw me in different directions. And then the trees, you know, sometimes they're not so easy to avoid. Oh, that was a much better blooper. Anyway, you know, I can't remember. Oh, something happened to Deck in this race. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he got screwed over by something, and now I can just barely see that he's in second. And here we go around the final turn. Oh yeah, I think he had triple mushrooms. He was right behind me. I was just like, oh god, Dak, don't do it. Don't do it. But, yeah. Oh, and then a blue shell was coming for me at the very last second, but it dissipated. And as I crossed the finish line, I love this part here. I moved so far back that I was able to see everybody's little victory animations. I thought that was so cool. But, yeah, you know, it's just... Made my victory all the sweeter just to see everybody doing all their little, you know, their waves, their victory animations. I think there was a villager there. They're just like, oh god, no, because he came in 2nd or 8th or 7th or 8th or something. Yeah, you know, coming in 2nd is just the worst thing that could possibly happen. Anyway, oh, okay, yeah, we're going to Mario Circuit, the new one, of course, and yeah, something interesting happens in this race. And I'll explain it when it happens. But yeah, this was a really fun race, and I like how we're racing with somebody named Corey. This is not the Corey that I know. This is Corey. I don't know who it is. Anyway, I seem to be very excited with the whistle there. Anyway, all right. So here we go, Mario Circuit. As I take another question out, Ghost Spirit 16 asks, Anthony, if you can visit anywhere in the world other than the United States, where would you like to go? I feel like I answered this before. Hello? God, those banana peels. I feel like I answered this before, and I think what I said before was I wanted to, you know, I said I would visit Norway, so that, you know, I can visit my friends over there. You know, you've got, yeah, it's just like, from YouTube, I just know a surprising amount of people that just live in Norway. I don't know why. You know, it's not something that I could have ever predicted in making this channel. You know, I didn't think to myself, gee, I wonder how many people I'll meet from Norway as I make my account. But it's really cool, and it's just like from you know, first-hand experiences of people that live there, and as well as, you know, like pictures and stuff that I see. Oh no, that boomerang! Norway just looks like a really nice place to live and visit. Man, that was pretty dirty. You know, I saw that boomerang fly past me, and it's just like, oh no, I couldn't get out of the way quickly enough, and I knew I was gonna get hit on the backswing, I guess. Here comes a blue shell, which was very nice timing. It's Morganos. Yeah, that jerk that stole first at the end of the last video. He just decided to, you know, swing on into first, steal it from me. That is my rightly claimed first. Can't just take that from me. That's just rude. That was like when I tried to give the first to Dak because I accidentally threw that red shell at him. And then here comes Morganos. You know, that was my rightly claimed first. How dare he? I like how there's just like a random bomb there. That was something. But oh yeah, okay, so here's where it happens, pretty much. Okay, so Dak's in second. Corey, who is the pink gold peach, speeding up behind Dak, got a star during that lightning. So now he speeds up past Dak. I think Dak got a star or a crazy 8, one of the two. And yeah, here he goes with the star. Okay, so he's starring his way through. Here we go. I'm guaranteed first here. And here comes Dak. He just barely crosses the finish line past Corey, and what he did was he had his feet up at his desk, and there's a little board underneath, like where the keyboard, like, you know, rolls out from. There's just like a little board where I think he was holding his Wii was at, or, you know, and I think it was just the Wii. It was just like he was storing it there. He had his feet up there, and for some reason he got so excited that he tried to jump up in excitement, stood on that board, and broke it. And it just went crashing down. And he left after that race because, you know, he went to go fix it. So that just left me here for this next race. But I'll never forget Dex saying, oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that. I was just like, what happened? Anyway, that was, it was very interesting. I don't know where Dex's mind was, but he was just so excited that he completely forgot he had his feet up on that thing. Lans16 asks, what are you going to do if Toads and Toadettes were replaced by Koopalings on N64 Rainbow Road's train and throwing banana peels or worse, bob-ombs in a troll mode track? That would be, I think that would be so interesting. You know, you could totally do that for a, like, I don't know, like a special event or something. I think that'd be pretty interesting and fun. Oh, by the way, so this is the legendary 5th race here in this video, you know? It's just, I rarely do something like this, right? But, oh, hello. I felt like I had to put this one in because, you know, it didn't really extend the video too much. And also the fact that this was where I started practicing a little bit with my fire hopping. So, you know, you'll see that here and there in the race as I take another question. Actually, I want to see if I do it here. Oh yeah, I did it a little bit. You know, like I said, I was doing it like the very beginning when I was watching people's world records and time trials and stuff. You know, I saw them doing that and it's just like, you know, that doesn't really seem very hard. And it's not, but, you know, it's just something that you have to learn how to do consistently. Ken93CY asks, back in the 90s when Nintendo 64 got released and we got the very first 3D Mario games, such as Mario Kart 64 and Super Mario 64, with voices, how did you feel? Since, in my opinion, this was a huge step forward for Nintendo. I remember when I was little and the Nintendo 64 was coming out, I remember playing it at, you know, one of those booths or whatever, you know, where you could play test games. I think I was in, like, a... It had to have been a retail store, like Sears or something. That's when they used to do that. That's when they used to have video games in retail stores. But anyway, and I was playing it, I was just like, I couldn't put it down. I absolutely had to have this game. It was amazing. I loved it. I still love Super Mario 64. You know, it was an amazing game then. It's still an amazing game now. It's a historic game, at the very least. But anyway, that's it for this video. If you like this video, why don't you subscribe or check out some of my other videos. There's more on the way, so stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video, ask me any questions you like, and I'll be sure to get to more videos in the next, or more questions in the next video. Where did my head go? I'm surprised I'm not jumping up and breaking my desk, too. Oh well, see you all next time.